you elaborate on how the Syracuse Developmental Center campus would play into this? It would be training,
I would
also
like,
housing?
and this is premature, but I talked to the mayor and I said, I see great possibilities for workforce development here. So for example, if we landed the kind of company we're talking about here, why not look at that as a space where we can have training for individuals? And I want to make sure that our workforce development centers, our workforce training centers are closer in communities that we're trying to serve. I mean, don't make people have to go, miles out to suburbia for their training if they have to take multiple buses. This is what we did in Buffalo. The Northland Workforce Training Center is right in the highest poverty neighborhood in the city of Buffalo. It's right there, so people can literally walk down the street, take a short bus ride to get trained. That's how we have to rethink workforce development, not make it a suburban option, but make it a city-centric one so you can help the communities that need those jobs the most. They need the training, they need the skills, and put it right where they are. So but I also want to use it's a large campus. I think the building is about 380,000 square feet, a 47-acre campus. That's a lot of space to work with. So you can also have workforce housing, affordable housing there, so people can get an education, get their training, live in a house, have little coffee shops, little stores. You can create a whole community here with the overall benefit of having the concentration be in workforce development, which is the name of the game right now. Because right now, employers are desperately in search of people, just anyone. But now they really want people with specific skills, and we just have to have those those conversations with the employers. I've done this since I was a member of Congress a decade ago. Bring in the employers, bring in the apprenticeship programs with labor, or bring in your community college, put it all together and train people in the actual skills that the employer is going to want to have. And that's the secret of success as we pull out of this pandemic, because a lot of people lost jobs, they're never coming back. We have to grab them before they fall any further, and get them in a training program. So that's just one example. I'm not saying it has to be there, but I'm just saying that facility lends itself to something like this. Should we land the company this size, or if you build that, then they will come. Then other companies would be enticed as well, and that's the strategy we're working on with Empire State Development.
Where would the money come from?
For which?
For the housing, for
the state of New York. I have a $25 billion affordable housing plan in my budget, and that's going to be 100,000 affordable housing units, 10,000 of which will be supportive housing for people with substance abuse or mental health challenges, or for veterans. I've opened many of those facilities. So we also have money for workforce development. We have money for affordable housing. We have money set aside for economic development. So that all ties together. And I have a great relationship with Mayor Walsh. He's visionary when it comes to this. I pay attention to all my mayors and their state of the city addresses and what they want to see realized, because for too long, leaders in Albany would be heavy-handed and say what they want to happen in the community. I worked my way up from their position. So local government is where I pay the most attention to, because the ideas come from them, they come from the community, and this is what they want to see happen, and I can make that happen. I can facilitate it.